fixing and preventing drift without even opening it, I'm in. There's nothing more frustrating when you go to play a game and you're really getting into it and you notice something's going on. My controller's moving on its own, or that damn square button is sticking and I can't read the freaking thing. But what if I told you that there's a simple way to fix your drifting issues or your sticky button syndrome, or something simple like the battery won't even charge in your controller? It's actually very easy for you, and yes, I'm talking directly to you, to fix it and even prevent it from happening in the first place. So without wasting any time, let's jump right in. All right, y'all, so we got a little flippity-doo-dah camera angle here, a little fancy schmancy, more fancy than I'm used to. We're gonna need a couple products for this. Probably about 90% of them you can find in the comfort of your own home. You probably have them already laying around. You might need to go do some purchases on Amazon. Yeah, you might really not even have to, honestly. But what you're gonna need is your defective controller, or your controller that's got the issue, obviously. You can have some LCD screen cleaner. I like to use that. I always keep a can of compressed air. You can get this at like Best Buy, or even Walmart has it. Home Depot, places like that. You're gonna need a microfiber cloth, a cloth that doesn't, leave any fibers. And probably the most important product of all, you're gonna need 91% isopropyl alcohol, or isopropyl alcohol. Yep, isopropyl, quote. Yeah, you just need some of this. Believe me, that's all you really need. All right, so one of the things, and I want you to look at my Nintendo Switch. Now, my Switch has a dirty screen. It's got some smudgies. Some smudgies on the Joy-Con. The camera's really not even doing a good job of picking up actually how dirty this thing is. You can see it a little bit on the thumb. Yeah. But both of them are pretty dirty. I'm gonna actually take the Joy-Cons off of the Switch. If I sound a little nasally, don't mind that. I'm just getting over a cold. So what do I do? So it's very simple. One of the things that contributes to Joy-Con drifting in the first place is I'm just gonna go ahead and grab just some common tweezers. Now I want you to take a look. There's a little plastic flap underneath here, underneath the Joy-Cons, where you can actually lift it up. Now look, see that little rubber thing? A lot of the times dirt gets trapped underneath there, and that's the culprit that you really need to clean very well. And it's right underneath the Joy-Con. Right there, you'll see it. You won't be able to miss it, trust me. What I'll go ahead and do is I'll grab a Q-tip. I like to kind of press on it just to keep the fibers out. I don't really like using cotton Q-tips. You can get memory foam Q-tips, but I'll stick this right here and I'll just dab this. And the reason why we use isopropyl alcohol, isopropyl, whatever you want to call it, I don't really care. But the reason why we use this is because alcohol is non-conductive and nothing will short out with alcohol. Believe it or not, even distilled water is non-conductive, and the reason why that's the case is because what makes water conductive in the first place is the metals and the impurities that are found within the water. So distilled water is technically non-conductive. So there you go, fun fact. But what I like to do is I'll clean with some alcohol, and you can be generous with it. Just don't pour it on top, but just generously apply right around the Joy-Con, just like that. And then what I like to do to kind of force it in there is I'll grab a little bit of compressed air, and I'll just do like that. And then to clean the actual gunk and all the stuff, it's kind of like the same process. I'll grab the same Q-tip. I'm gonna even put some on the rag. Just dab it right there and just kind of soak it, and then I'll just paint the Joy-Con and get really around the buttons, and then I'll grab my microfiber rag, spray some of this on the rag, LCD cleaner, and then I'll just give it a good wipe. Just press on it. It's very, very easy. and you just wipe them down, and you just get all the crap off of them. When that bad boy dries, it looks really good. Look at how much nicer that looks. Jeez, you could even tell it's cleaner on camera. Look at that. It's like it's brand new out of the box. Now, I don't know if you saw, but I actually brought in my PS5 controller. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't think it's commonly known, but PlayStation 5 joysticks are manufactured by the same manufacturer that makes the Joy-Cons. But these things drift after a while too. You can look up online, and there's plenty of articles complaining about the same issues. So what I'm gonna do is just do the same thing. I'm gonna grab a clean cotton swab. I'm just gonna dab a little bit, saturate it, and you'll notice when you touch isopropyl alcohol that it almost dries immediately when it touches your skin. And just clean this, clean right around here, just right around. But I do have a sticky square button. What I like to do is we can just clean it and prevent it from happening. So we just grab a little more alcohol. I would almost get your rag again and just kind of soak it. Yeah, like that. You want to get it really saturated, and then go all the way, like press it all the way around, just like that. Already it's like practically fixed. But what I'll do is I'll go in there and I'll do the same. You know, you might as well just do the same for all the buttons, right? Don't waste your time. On these, unfortunately, on these white controllers, you're gonna get like some browning and some discoloration from like your hands, because you're holding it, your hands are dirty. You could either get your LCD screen cleaner and you could spray it on the rag, and you can kind of just scrub this. There it is, nice and shiny. Now the switch itself is very easy to take care of. Luckily, there's not a huge exhaust, so there's not a lot of dust that comes in. But when you're wiping out your switch, like I said, just a nice LCD cleaner or OLED cleaner like this will go a long way. I'll spray the rag, I'll do it generously, and then I'll just go ahead and wipe. And look at that. It's perfect. And this is how you want your Switch to look always. Look at that, it's so beautiful. Now these controllers, I love these controllers. I believe the manufacturer for these controllers is PowerA. Yeah, I'm pretty 99% sure. But I did have an issue with this controller where the battery crapped out. I want to show you how easy it is to tell if your battery is damaged, and it's just simple by opening up this. I believe on the PowerA, these are just a Phillips head. So I'm actually shooting this part of the video anyway in the future. I managed to open up the inside of the PowerA controllers, and I realized that you cannot buy a replacement battery for this. My battery had gone bad out of this controller, my Zelda one. I had bought a replacement controller, and I found out by doing some research that there are no replacement batteries for the PowerA. To my knowledge anyway, I did some extensive research and I wasn't able to find any. So that might be something you might want to consider before you buy a PowerA third-party controller, because with the first-party Nintendo Switch Pro controller like this one right here, you can buy a replacement battery, no problem for this. There's plenty of them up on Amazon, so you might want to consider that before you buy a third party. Well, that's gonna do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys really liked this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you really freaking liked it and you loved it, hit subscribe. We got another one coming next week. This one was kind of like a last minute video. I'm actually recording it the same day this video is going up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I need some Theraflu. I'll see you next week. Peace.